almost at the same time it's slowing down for some reason. I don't know why. It keeps braking. It only recognises it as a single track road, turning me off, straightening me up, 600 feet. I haven't done anything, I'm letting it do it. Hi, this is the start of a new series where I start to explore the features and abilities of my Tesla Model 3 with its AutoPilot and full self-driving facilities. Hi, my name is John. If you're new here and you're interested in Tesla Model 3, Kona, Hyundai Kona, Tesla Powerwall, that kind of thing, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell icon to be notified of new updates as and when I upload them. In this video we're going to explore the features and the abilities of Tesla's FSD, full self-driving. This particular car, it's a Performance Model 3 with all options. So it's got the full self-driving, it's got hardware number 3 in it. And to date, I haven't really used it. It's got 550 miles on it, so not very much at all. And we've had it for 6 weeks. And the reason why it hasn't been used too much is that when we initially picked it up, there was a problem on the bonnet which had a dent in it, which needed to be fixed. And I also wanted to have paint protection film on it. And there's a whole timeline of events, and I'll put a link up to the videos up there if you're interested in looking at those. But suffice to say, all of those jobs had to be done before we could really put some miles on the car and were confident enough to take it out and not worry about damaging the paint or picking up stone chips, etc. So we're now in a situation where everything is protected and we can start to use the car. So I thought today would be the first time that I've used the video to actually record the AutoPilot and the full self-driving facilities and to see how they work really. I've just fitted a new screen protector, which is an anti-glare one, which hopefully should be a lot easier when we're viewing the footage. So software wise, what are we running? Just so you know, we're running version 10 on this. We have just to check what the number is, 2019.32.12.2, which actually isn't the latest version. There is a newer version out, which has just been pushed to about 5% of Model 3, so it's not that common across the cars at the moment. So I'm waiting for that to download to this car over the air, which eventually it will do. So yeah, lots of firsts today. So let's crack on and get to it. I'm just going to fire up the cameras. So here we are, supercharger! Oh, there are some big holes here to keep your eye on. Make sure he's going to stop, as he should do, because he's giving way to us, but always indicate correctly. So, navigate back on. Confirmed with the indicator, and we've joined. Perfect. So up to 65, so I'll put it back to 50 because it's still in the road works at 50. Oh, it's 60 now. Perhaps it was 60 before. Anyway, we'll stick at 50. So we're getting off in a very short time. Just change the road round for you so you can see. So we're on AutoPilot again, we're on FSD. We're heading back home. This time we're doing a little bit on the motorway. We'll be getting off at the next junction, and then it's A roads almost all the way back. So it'll be interesting to see how the car deals with that. I want to see what AutoPilot does. It just takes us off. 0.2 of a mile. It's just coming up. Now, here we go. It's indicating, turning me off, straightening me up, 600 feet. I haven't done anything, I'm letting it do it. Still, oh awesome. Taking us fully off. and now it's disengaged. So I'm going to take over. So this takes us onto an A road. FSD back on. It's a beautiful day it's turned out to be. Really nice fluffy clouds. And it's 60 down here, but I'm going to just tail it down to 50. It'd be good if I did the right button, John. That's the the one you need. So 52. I'm really impressed with the screen that I fitted, the anti-glare screen. It is a much better appearance. This is a bit interesting, this one. Yeah, that's fine. It's sort of lurches out a bit and then pulls back in again. It literally follows the middle of the road, as it were, whereas often when you're driving you don't necessarily do exactly the same. You tend to sort of cut the corner off, not in a dangerous way, but you wouldn't necessarily just follow the road religiously, because the road's quite wide. You would, take the racing line, if you like. So we're coming up to a roundabout here where we're going to be turning right. The car's automatically slowing us down because the cars in front are slowing down, and I will need to take over here. So I'm just going to knock it off. Again, I'm not doing anything, I've just knocked it off. Gentle sweep here, which this car is doing absolutely no problem at all. And then we're coming into Olney, where we need to slow down even more to a 30. Just over the bridge here, and then we will be there. I'm just going to bring the speed down gradually. Number Model 3. There we go. So it's into 30. And let's see how we get on through here. It's a bit of a tight bend and some really, I'm going to do a little bit closer, slower even, not closer. Yeah, it's dropped off autopilot. The lanes disappear here. It was a little bit too fast for it, doing 30 through here. So I've dropped it down to 22, which is obviously my age. And it seems to like bus stops and what have you. So it's on. Yeah, I think it would really struggle through here. Let's just see how it gets on. So full self-driving engaged. I'm doing 22. I generally do 20, 25 through here because people reverse out of these turnings, and it's normally stop-start anyway through here. So 20 is about a sensible speed. In fact, we're catching the cars up ahead. So apart from that first little bit where you've got a bit of a chicane coming into Olney and the road markings disappear completely, nobody on the crossing, seem to do okay, although it does like really, as I say, obediently sticking to the middle lines. So I'm speeding up a bit here, make sure that little Fiat's staying where he is. She is even. Speeding up to 30. I'm going to have to stop in a minute because we're coming to a roundabout. A couple of motorbikes on the left. I didn't see them. Oh, someone on the crossing. Yes, a lady the other way didn't stop. To 30. So obviously dropped me off autopilot. So this is the bend I was thinking about. There's this one here. Just keeping my hands, although this is doing it, it is, I am just making sure it works. There's another one coming up here which is a little bit tight. Let's see how we get on with that one. Let's dial the speed down a bit. It's broke a bit down there to go round. I bet the Porsche's killing me behind. There we go, it's going round okay. Dial it up to 55. Re-engage. Back to 55. to just over 50 along here, because it is a bit tight, some of these bends. This one's okay. There's one at the top of the hill here on a blind bend, so we'll see how we get on with that. It's not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be. Let's pop us back to 55. AutoPilot and FSD at work. It's not faultless by any stretch of the imagination, but I would say for the time I've had it on, for 90% of the times I've used it, it's been absolutely fine. It's just the odd 10% of situations that it's not happy with. It certainly hasn't put me in any dangerous situations, because I've been able to concentrate and keep my hands on the wheel to take control if I need to, which obviously is the objective of the exercise. But it's taken the amount of toil away from me, especially on things like motorway at 50 mile an hour and what have you. All I've had to do is just keep an eye on it. Coming up to a little roundabout in a minute, and then we're on to country roads. No, actually I'll stay on this road and then do country roads on the last little bit. So I'm going to knock it off FSD in a second, because we're coming up to a little roundabout. Oh, someone overtaking, which the car really did brake hard. It was a bit too aggressive for me, but you probably see it on the video in terms of the speed that turned down there. So it's saw the car overtaking and then stabbed on the brakes, really enough to scrub some speed off to save any collisions or potential collisions. Certainly erring on the side of caution there. So there was, although it was a bit of a stupid move because he was overtaking on a blind bend, so he couldn't see that anybody was coming. So nil point for him. The car did, I guess, sort of err on the side of safety, which you can't really argue with. You want to be alive in those situations rather than have a close shave and scare the bejesus out of you and your passengers. It's fine, he's moving over. And it's confirming, and the Porsche is coming past. I am going to accelerate in the outside lane in a minute, so just waiting for, there we go. So I'm going to confirm the lane change, and there she goes. Back up to 65. Apparently navigate on autopilot is going to end in 100 feet. So I'm not quite too sure why it feels it needs to end, because I'm not home yet. And it's just kicked off FSD as well, so I'm just going to put that back on again. Car in front just pulled from the slow lane into the outer lane, or inside lane to the outer lane to let another car in, which is fine. It's merging in and not affecting us. Nice sweeping bend here that AutoPilot is doing without any problems. And then there's a flick back the other way, which again I'm sure it'll do without problems. And now we've got a bit of free road, so I'm going to move across to the other lane to see if it will. So I'm indicating doing it. It's just at the same time it's slowing down for some reason. I don't know why. It keeps braking. So much so that the lorry behind me was starting to catch me, and now it's fine again. So you tell me, I don't know why you're doing that, car. You did the manoeuvre okay, maintained the speed, and then slammed on the anchors for some reason, and we're still in the 70. So what are you doing? Thankfully it wasn't like a brake check moment with the lorry. I'm just turning us down to 50. So we're into 50 area here, although the car hasn't picked that up. It still thinks we're at 70, but it is a 50-mile-an-hour section, and I'm going to knock it off self-drive because we're coming to a roundabout. Just turn that on. So there's nothing around me at the moment, so I'm just going to have another go at changing lanes. So I've indicated, and it gave me the message to apply light pressure to the wheel, which I did. I'm just going to go back the other way. I think it's just a confirmation before you manoeuvre that you are actually still there. It seems to do that most times. We're going to turn right at the end here, so we'll get another go at moving lanes. So I'm going to do that now. Indicate. Yeah, the message still comes up to confirm that you're still there. Swap lanes fine. It's very smooth, and even on a curve. I'm going to knock off AutoPilot FSD. Now there's a car coming out, so I'm going to do the honourable thing. Well, I would do, but it won't let me. That's interesting. It doesn't recognise the additional lane here. So I'm just going to try that again. Back on auto steer. Yeah, on this road, for some reason, it only recognises it as a single road, single track road. It doesn't recognise that there are two lanes, which indeed there are. So when I indicated to turn into the outside lane to let that car come in from that side entrance onto this road, it was saying no, you can't. You're on a single road as far as I'm concerned. Well, let's see how this one, see if it's any different on this one. It's picked up the dotted lines. It's the same on this one. It doesn't recognise that it's a two lanes. Interesting, isn't it? Another roundabout coming up here, so just knock off FSD. Got a van in front of us who's slowing down for the roundabout. Well, for the first outing on video, I'm dead impressed with the AutoPilot and full self-driving. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Are there any particular areas you'd like to see me navigate through? Bearing in mind I'm a newbie to this, so don't suggest like the centre of London or anything like that, because that'll be flatly refused. I'm guessing that I'm just going to knock off for a second, FSD. So I'm guessing just I need to do a few more A roads and a few more in town areas to see how we get on with those. Knock you back on again. Bing bong. But yeah, I'm very impressed. It has worked very, very well. It certainly hasn't made me need to change my underpants, which is always good. And it's dealt with everything that I've thrown at it. One or two exceptions where it's had a reaction, but yeah, nothing horrendous. We're still alive. Managed to get home for Sunday lunch. So yeah, I'm going to sign off. If you like the video, then please hit the like button, share, comments, all of those good things. It does help the channel grow. And let me know if you want to see more of these types of videos, because it's always good to get feedback from people. Oh yeah, signing off. See you later. Bye.